Bop bop ba da da bop bop ba da da bop bop ba da da da. Let's find a better key for that, okay? It's gonna start on D, so it's gonna be. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep. And find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York. Hey, Toots, why don't you come over here and fucking sit on it? You know what I'm saying? I'm Frank goddamn fucking Sinatra. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep. Hey, why don't you get to sleep already? I gave you a drink. You know, let me tell you something, Mia. You give me the address of that no good Fanuc that's stooping your daughter. Oh, it's the Jewish guy you used to be dating for a while? I've always looked for a reason to give him the old smack-a-dack-a-roo. I'm gonna call up Sammy Davis Jr., wait, he's dead. I'm gonna call up Dean Martin, wait, he's dead. You call up Jerry Lewis, alive but annoying. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York. Ring-a-ding-ding, baby. Why don't you take this $5 bill and put it up your asshole? Let me watch it. You know, I had a lot of model train sets. That's the thing. I'm Frank Sinatra. I was really into model trains because they hadn't invented video games yet. If I was born in 2025, I'd probably be Kai Cenat. You know what I'm saying over here? Oh, with the ring-a-ding-ding. Oh, my God. Time to start the show. How we doing, everybody? Round of applause for me. I wanna be in a bomb drop. And, of course, I will vote. Will you vote? Will you vote for Donald Trump? Donald Trump. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Von Gino predicament. My chair's slipping around. I don't know what the hell's going on. Someone put butter on the floor. Producer Nancy Mom, did you put butter on the floor again? You're not. Oh, no, wait. I forgot two things. She's not here right now. The family's out right now. And B, I forgot that recently she's been eating those chips with Alestra. And so, you know, when she just shits pure butter. But she's had a little bit of a side business providing, you know, materials to various movie theaters, which we'll talk about later. Hi, Lamp. Hi, Scooter. Hi, Quackalette. Hi, I am Dougie Jones. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. As I was saying, I'm alone here in the house. The rest of the family, she butt leaking. You're goddamn right she butt leaking, okay? But the trick is to take an entire roll of toilet paper and put that between your ass cheeks. We call it rolling, and it's what Fred Durst wrote the Limp Bizkit song about. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? This song's still going on. Rest of the family is out right now. They are currently out in the town square, which is a rhombus. But we have made illegal various, what we call Jewish shapes, okay? It's illegal to be a Jewish shape in Columbuston. That being said, we need to send more guns to Israel. Okay? I changed the setting on Restream, and the comments should be coming quicker than they usually do. In theory, I make no promises of literally anything. The rest of the family is in the town square, which is actually a rhombus, but don't tell anyone. They're protesting the Epstein files. Specifically, protesting how Hunter Biden chose to set fire to the building containing the Epstein files. Okay? The Epstein files were in a building. A lot of people don't know this. They were in, of course, an IHOP in Akron, Ohio. So close to us, which is nice. And Hunter Biden burned it all to the ground. And it's especially impressive when you consider that they didn't exist. The Epstein files, in fact, didn't exist and in many ways weren't a big deal. And actually, I need to move the background so that black spot's not there. Oh, that's pissing me off. There we go. Oh, but no, what are you doing? What are you doing, motherfucker? Okay, you're just, this is the kind of thing I really could have done before. That's a common misconception. People think they were in World Trade Center number 9, but actually, as it turns out, the World Trade Center never existed. We're going to talk about New York a little bit later, okay? We're going to talk all about that, and we're going to talk about the Epstein files, which, again, don't exist. They didn't happen. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't real. Joe Biden is, in fact, the only person who had sex with a child on an airplane. It was the vomit copter thing that they shot Apollo 13 on. So what's up, Crack Jack? We're going to be in zero gravity. I'm serious right now. It's no malarkey. We're going to be zero gravity. Ron Howard's going to direct me having sex with his 4-year-old. No malarkey. Guys, we've got so much to talk about today. Okay? So we got to lock in. We got to lock in. Sometimes I watch clips of this and I have a bad habit of repeating myself. And in fact, sometimes I repeat myself and I'm working on that. I only say things one time. And then after I've said the thing one time, I have said it the one time. So I will no longer need to say it because I in fact have said it the one time. The Epstein files didn't exist. All right. Listen, would Kash Patel lie to you? Look at that face. Does he seem like a guy who would ever lie to you? We're going to talk all about it. We got a lot of material to cover today, ladies and gentlemen. So first, I want to address the elephant in the room. The biggest issue currently facing Americans. The number one thing people are talking about. There's a new Superman movie. Who's aware of that? Sound off in the comments. Not even if you've seen the Superman movie. Are you just aware there is a new Superman movie? Lamp is poggers. You're not wrong about that. But you know what? When I logged into YouTube earlier, it had a little number 1 button next to Quackalit and said Quackalit was actually the number 1 fan of the live stream. So a lot of people are aware that there is a new Superman movie. It's come out already, okay? It was released today, July 11th, which means you can buy a ticket July 10th, which is fucking bullshit. And if I can just tackle this. Get my chair back up again. Get my chair strong. I don't know. Here's what we need to tackle, okay? Here's what we need to tackle. Back in the day, you wanted to go see a movie that was coming out on Friday. You saw it at 12:01 because that was technically Friday. Now they're like, oh, it comes out on Friday, so buy a ticket for Thursday at 3 p.m. That's fucking bullshit. And we used to be a proper country. Now, on one hand, they changed Max back to HBO Max, which if you watch these videos is something I work in a lot because that really bugged me that it was just, they changed it just to Max. It's HBO Max again. Much better. But we need to go back to movie screenings happening at 12:01. I can't stay up that late. Then fucking see Superman the day it comes out, bitch. Or say it comes out on Thursday. If it comes out on Friday, you can't buy a ticket on a Thursday. I'm going to fucking storm the Capitol. So anyway, there's a new Superman movie. And guys, I hate to be the one to announce this. It really brings me no joy, but Superman is woke now. We have a woke Superman. And in fact, the title of the new movie isn't Superman. It's actually, check this out. It's Super They Them. What the actual is going on? James Gunn, last name is Gunn. I like that, not woke. But he's released a Super They Them. They should bring back Christopher Reeves. You're goddamn right. He hasn't decayed that much. Listen, bring him back. But when we clone Christopher Reeves and bring him back, still in that wheelchair. We are not fixing his back. You brought me back to life. Still paralyzed, bitch. You don't have the technology to give me legs? We got all the technology, but you don't got shit, Christopher Reeves. Suck my dick. They could do an AI hologram, but again, still in the chair. Never getting out of that chair. Why? Because this is what happens when you ride horses, okay? That shit is for fucking European pedophile nobility. You know, I've ridden a horse. Guess what, bitch? The horse was in charge the whole time. And that should have been the message, really, of the Superman film. But instead, this new one, who stars a guy named David Cornsweet, who, and this is a true fact, you can look up, true fact, his grandfather is the guy who created the Choose Your Own Adventure books. So the guy playing Superman, his grandfather is the person behind the Choose Your Own Adventure thing that a bunch of other people who are older than me were into in the 90s. But I would never choose my own adventure. What am I? A goddamn peasant, okay? This new Superman movie isn't about traditional American values, okay? Like cars, eagles, Israel, sex without a condom. Traditional American values. No! This new Superman film is about immigration or some fucking bullshit. We're going to get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Steve at the Movies.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
So I haven't seen the new Superman movie. It's not... I wanted to go see it so bad. I saw the trailers and I knew it was woke, and I was going to do my favorite thing at a movie, which is scream at people sitting next to me, educate them. I do it in good movies. I do it in bad movies, okay? When I went to go see The Black Little Mermaid, I went and said, actually, in real life, the mermaid wasn't black. Actually, in the reality of this film, the mermaid, in fact, wasn't black. She was Asian, though, weirdly. Or when I saw Sound of Freedom, I just turned to people next to me and said, if you don't give this 5 stars on Letterboxd, you are a pedophile. You support pedophilia. I tried to go see the new Superman movie, but the local theater was refusing to screen it because of all the wokeness, you know, and also the fact that they didn't want to pay to screen. You have to pay, and it's a whole thing. You have to pay a licensing fee to the studio, and So instead, I went to go see the new Jurassic Park movie. By that, I mean an unlicensed Jurassic Park movie made by the local church. And so, it was a little different, than the other big Jurassic Park movie they have out right now. The version I saw, a little different. Instead of fighting the dinosaurs, who are all living alongside the humans in, of course, 1825, which is, because it's pretty much a documentary. Instead of fighting all the dinosaurs, they made peace with the dinosaurs and used them to help build churches. And then they did fight the gay dinosaurs. Hey, what do gay dinosaurs eat? Hey. Hey. So a little bit of a downgrade in terms of the movie, but it did star Scarlett Johansson's non-union equivalent, who is, of course, Colin Jost. He was in there playing Goody Two-Shoes Proctor, who said, "Oh boy, let me tell you something. Sure is great that we're building a church to convert all these dinosaurs into," and then he looks around the room and he goes, General Evangelical. And then everyone clapped. Big applause. No laughter, though. It's not funny. It's not funny. Colin Jost is in Jurassic Park, and not the movie, the actual thing. People don't know that. He took his Staten Island ferry that he purchased with Pete Davidson, who was famous for having sex with people more attractive than him. That's what he did. Then Michael Che ate him alive. Michael Che is not real. Get that together, guys. Turn up the volume a little bit here on this. I think I'm a little low. Am I a little low in you guys' sound right here? Let me turn it up a little bit. Okay, now we're a little bit better. We're sounding a little bit better. How's the sound quality, guys? How's the sound quality? Start spreading the news. Ba, ba, da, da, da. I'm leaving today. Christian Jurassic Park is where Jeff Goldblum doesn't believe in God, but is also mad at him. Thank you for everyone saying it sounds good. I appreciate that. I like that the comments are coming quicker now. I got to set it even more. Basically, there's 3 settings in Restream where it's like, do you want the comments to be slow as a fucking nun having a seizure? He's very slow. And it's weird they use that language on the Restream website, but hey, it's their website, not mine. The slowest setting is what I was on before. And there was a setting that's like in the middle, and then there's a setting that's like super fucking fast. I'm like, what's the disadvantage of it being fast? I'm not entirely sure. But next stream, I'll probably set it to be super fast. And listen, we might all die. There's no guarantee we will survive super fast comments. You might type something like, "You're fucking gay and you have man titties," and all our heads explode like scanners. That's fine. I'm down for that. Dying. You're down for dying? Yeah, you know, it's fine. We're all going to die. These vagabond shows. I thought Restream was slang for drinking your own pee. That got a laugh out of me. Good work. Congrats. Congrats on that. Thank you. 90% of baby rabbits die. Is that true? Oh, my God. But the 10% that live are, of course, the black ones. They'll survive anything, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of survival, I've said before, I'm going to say it again. If you are in New York City, you need to evacuate immediately, ladies and gentlemen. Get the hell out of the city. Especially if you are a Jewish person in a city. You need to get out of there. Maybe, go to New Jersey. And I understand it's going to be hard because you need to haggle with every toll booth operator as you drive out of the city. What do you mean you can't accept a Hardee's coupon? It says right here, valid through July 10th. I don't care that it's not 2024. I don't care. Why are you talking to me like that? That's anti-Semitic. We need to send more guns to Israel. I can't. Literally, how could I be anti-Semitic when we need to send more guns to Israel? I can't be. And in fact, you are the racist one. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to get the hell out of New York City. You need to evacuate. New York City recently elected a Muslimic communistic, many are saying mayor, a radical far leftist mayor, incredibly woke. This man has not slept in months. That's how goddamn woke he is. He's also a Nepo baby. A lot of people don't know that. His woke film director mom made a number, and he is mayor right now. Lamp, stop posting fake news in my chat. He is mayor. He won. Why would they do an election if he wasn't mayor? I believe I rest my case, and in fact, you have been destroyed by facts and logic. So maybe think. Try harder, okay? And he was born in Uganda. Where even is that? I think in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, but I'm not sure. And he's a Nepo baby. His mom directed woke films, like the Girl Ghostbusters movie, and then whichever Star Wars ended with Yoda getting bottom surgery. I forget which one that was. I don't know. But guys, New York is done. It's destroyed. And I thought we'd cover it in a segment that I am calling, what will communistic Muslimist Zohran Hussein Mamdani going to do to the beautiful city of New York City, which is, of course, a woke hellhole? That's an important thing to remember. New York City, greatest city in the world, beautiful, we love it, the heart of America. It is a disgusting woke hellhole. Homeless people are legally allowed to light people on fire. And in fact, if you're a homeless person and you can prove that you have lit a straight white man on fire, they give you a free cell phone and a room at the Four Seasons. Or maybe it's the Plaza, which is the one in Home Alone 2 where the current president tells Macaulay Culkin where to go. I think that was maybe a Radisson. I'm not sure. But Zohran Mamdani, look at that guy right there. Look at that piece of garbage. He thinks he's going to swing in to New York City and fix the place. Swing in. What are you, Spider-Man? Fucking roasted. Destroyed! He's going to get rid of your favorite kind of oven. You're right. A toaster oven and a convection oven. Okay? What's he going to do to this beautiful city that you should never go to? And if you do, you need to wear one of those bomb things they wore in the Hurt Locker. Because that's how dangerous the city is. What is he going to do to the city of New York? Well, first thing he's planning on is having free government-run grocery stores, ladies and gentlemen. They're called free, but who's really paying for them? That's right, capitalists who work hard. They're the ones out there, the vascular class, taking 3-4 showers a day, working the hard jobs. They're cutting down trees in New York City. They're out there working the soil in New York City. They are running various multi-level marketing scams. The vascular class, the capitalists, work hard for these free government-run grocery stores, okay? But they'll only have vegetables and HRT. That's all they're going to have. What am I having for dinner? I think I'm going to have a Hungry Man frozen dinner, the most American possible meal. I'm going to have 3 of those. I'm not going to be eating them separately. I'm going to put them in my Nutrimix. I'm just going to turn them into kind of a slurry. Also, after we get back from the grocery store, we are going to need to hit the Lowe's. I will need to get a new toilet. So after eating 3 Hungry Man frozen dinners, that we might need to call in a goddamn team to disinfect. What's that? All they have are cucumbers and hormone replacement therapy? Damn it. Why do I live in New York? Me, the guy with this voice, has lived in New York his whole life. Brooklyn, baby. Wee-haw! The Bronx. What else is Zohran Hussein Mamdani going to do to New York City? Well, he's going to have, again, free public transportation. And I don't know if we needed the second quotation marks there, but again, not free, okay? The immigrants come into New York City and they immediately get free cell phones, free hormone replacement therapy, all right? They, in fact, BET is starting to become bilingual entertainment television, okay? Zohran Insane Mamdani, great point. And he's going to be offering free public transportation directly to the nearest gender-neutral bathroom, which, to be fair, is everything in New York City. The entire city is really the world's biggest gender-neutral bathroom. That's what by the way, that's what you need to do. If you ever need to pee in New York City, you can't go in anywhere, okay? If you need to pee in the middle of New York City, you be ready to have the fight of your life with a Pakistani man who does not want to give you that key at all until you buy at least a $30 cup of coffee. Just pee. And if they go, stop, you're being arrested, you go, nah, well, this is the whole city's a gender-neutral bathroom. And who's a bigot now, officer? And you'll be fine, because there's one thing I know about the New York Police Department. They're chill, and they don't have guns. Anyway, free public transportation directly to the nearest. That's how Dublin is, too. I am Dougie Jones. Are you from, are you the guy from Scotland? No, there was one guy from Scotland. Are you from Ireland? Because if so, the most degenerate race is the Irish. I feel like America, we're racist against all the wrong people. It's like, oh, the blacks, the Mexicans. No, we need to bring it back, all right? We need to bring it back to being racist against the Irish. He's from the Midwest. Well, the Midwest is in many ways the Ireland of America. I've long said it. Really into potatoes, all drunk and stupid, and we will conquer them. Oh, they pee on the walls everywhere in Dublin, Ireland. You ever seen Liam Neeson, who is from Belfast, actually? But his dick is so big, his dick was raised in Dublin. He was raised in Belfast, but the head of his penis, that. The other irony about all the buses taking you to the nearest gender-neutral bathroom, they don't have to. They themselves are gender-neutral bathrooms. Take a shit. You're not a real New Yorker until you've sat in a pile of someone else's shit on a public bus. All right? While eating a slice of original Ray's pizza. While eating a piece. That's what they call it. People don't know that. Other places like me get a slice of pizza and they go, get the fucking tourist out of here. You come in and go, I would like a piece of pie. And they go, right here, right up, right up. The official position of New York City will be that the Holocaust happened. But it was good. So kind of, as a moderate centrist myself, I kind of respect that in a lot of ways, Famously, Zohran Mamdani said on a debate stage of some nature, and I don't know why they do debates for mayor. Who gives a shit? God damn it. Do you understand how much television we have to watch and now you're airing debates? All right? We haven't caught up on Love Island. Get your shit together. Some debate stage, he said that he would not be going to Israel. And he, in fact, would not be giving Benjamin Netanyahu a hand job while whispering into his ear, you're a good boy. You're the best boy and you're doing good. He refused to say he would do that, thereby insulting every Jewish person who's ever lived. So tomorrow, you need to go up to a Jewish person. How can you tell? Don't make me say it. I'll just put it this way, okay? Air is free, okay? I'll just say air is free. You know what I'm saying? We need to send more guns to Israel. Whatever you're doing right now, get the nearest weapon to you. Is it a knife? All right? Possible to be anti-Semitic and have that much boob sweat. This is, first off, not all of this is boob sweat. A lot of it is, but it's unfortunate that on a very hot day in a room with a lot of lights, I have to wear this beanie. Otherwise, if I take it off for even a second, Antifa will know my social security number. It is tattooed on my head. And you might think it's under a big, full, flowing head of hair. You're right. Trump called Israel a slur? Well, what if Trump at the next press conference, someone's like, what do you think about Israel? And he just says the N-word. That would be very confusing for a lot of people. The online left would just be like, honestly, 4D chess move. I don't even know whether to approve or disapprove of that. That's wild. As a moderate centrist, I do not have a position on Israel, okay? We need to send them weapons, but at the same time, 6 million? Really? Come on. It only makes sense. I know, right? That would truly be something. The Knicks are the Knickerbockers again. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if that's closer or further from the racial slur I was just talking about. I'm not going to say that word again. The Knicks are the Knickerbockers again. I was on a goddamn tightrope on that one. I was that French asshole between the World Trade Center in 1970, and I'm going to say 6. That was something. All right? This is very normal. And by that, I think you're talking about my boob sweat. Ahem. The Strokes are back! See, it's not all bad. I don't like the Islamist kind of, sort of communist socialist thing, but we're bringing back 2000s indie sleaze. Last night, she said, oh, baby, I'm not in Interpol. Yeah, yeahs are very different. New York bands, TV on the radio had the black ones. Julian is a babe. Damn. Think of how much awful smelling pussy he got between 2000 and 2005. Here's a question. I'll just say, here's all you need to know about how Julian Casablancas is aged. His fight with Ryan Adams, which is one of the funniest things of all time, because the book, Meet Me in the Bathroom, which I didn't read, but a guy, because I don't read books, they're gay, but a friend of mine, my manager, read the whole book and explained it to me. And basically, at every moment, people are like, this band's doing good. Time for the villain of the novel to show up, who's Ryan Adams, who just comes in and goes, hey, you know what's great? Heroin. And so I don't think Julian doesn't even say he got him on heroin, but other members of the band are like, Ryan Adams got him addicted to heroin. And then Ryan Adams responded on Twitter by going, yeah, who got you addicted to lasagna, you fat fuck? Which is very funny. No, your wife is dead and she's never coming back, Scooter. I'm sorry about that. It was a series of unfortunate events, very much. So the Strokes are back, ladies and gentlemen. And also, it's kind of weird that none of these guys have been Me Too'd. All right? Because let me just say this right here, okay? These guys had a lot of consensual sex. You have that much consensual sex, at least one person's going to be like, I don't know if I really consent, I mean, it's a different world. Remember the guy from Arcade Fire? He got Me Too, and they're like, what did he do? And it's like, well, I don't know. I was a groupie, and he fucked me. And he didn't talk to me for a while, and then he FaceTimed me and jacked off on the phone and hung up on me. And then it's like, oh, somewhere Jimmy Page is going, I kidnapped a 15-year-old. I chained her to a radiator. God damn. Do you think, here's a question I have for you guys. The Strokes. When did they learn September 11th happened? They were living in New York City at the time, but they were waking up at 5 p.m. at the absolute earliest. Just partying every night. Did they learn that evening? There weren't like cell phones. I'm going to guess it was at least September 13th before they were like, oh, fuck, shit, there's a lot of dust around here. What's going on? Huh, wild. Or not really 18. That's a great point. Here's what you got to know. Because there is a zero. I will bet every fucking dollar I have on this earth, okay, which isn't that much, but it's the thought that matters, on the fact that at least one member of the Strokes has fucked a 12-year-old. At least one, and it was an advanced 12-year-old, okay? They walked out and said, oi, blimey there, we're here in Manhattan. Born and bred in Manhattan, eh? Don't you know? It's wild that us New Yorkers are having to go through 9/11 there, ain't it? Oi, oi, oi. Podcasts are now illegal. Zohran Mamdani's doing it, guys. He's declared that in the city of New York, you can no longer do podcasts. Now, on one hand, does that mean Dasha and Anna from Red Scare will kill themselves? I hope not. I don't want anyone to die, secular humanist YouTube lawyers. I hope everyone lives a long, full life. But it's a limit to free speech, guys. If we don't have podcasts, think of everything we're going to lose out on, okay? You will have no idea how many comedians there are. Last time I checked in with Joe Rogan, I think there were 250. Is there more? Is there less? I don't know, and I'll never know, because now podcasts are illegal. We got to stop them. What about video essays? Video essays are in many ways the O'Douls of podcasts, and I will not be explaining further. Thank you very much. There will be statues of Karl Marx in every neighborhood. Ugh. Zohran goddamn Mamdani. Many are saying a commu-Muslimist, okay? Kind of like a turducken. He's a communist shoved in a Muslim. Or maybe it's the other way around. Or maybe he's verse. I don't know. But there will be statues of Karl Marx in every single neighborhood. The Bronx, Staten Island, Coney Island. You might want to go get a drink. I'm going to be doing this for a while. Brooklyn, baby, over here. Westminster? Kyoto, I think, is one of them. Sea of Tranquility, I think that's in New York City. And, of course, never forget, the goddamn harbor or something. He skipped socialism and went straight to commu-Muslimism, okay? Because if there's one thing we know about Muslims, super woke, okay? Radical fundamentalist Muslims are like, the problem is we have too many white men in video games. We need to diversify. Also, Karl Marx will be a black woman now. They're going to build statues of black women, and underneath it's just going to have a little plaque that says, this is Karl Marx. If you disagree, you're a racist. All we know is Mamdani is evil. Not trusting him is the most moderate position to take. I would agree that I'm a moderate centrist on the matter, okay? On Zohran Mamdani. So I'm a moderate centrist. And so in order to stay right in the middle, kind of keep sitting on that fence, I am going to say that he needs to be arrested and deported, but I'm also going to convert to Islam. Inshallah. So that'll be right there. If you have ever watched an episode of Yellowstone, you are going to jail. You are going to Rikers Island immediately. Okay? Karl Marx Netflix adaptation played by Idris Elba. Don't tell me you wouldn't watch that immediately. He's going to make a Prince of Persia game where the main character is actually brown. I have no idea what you're talking about. Jake Gyllenhaal was amazing casting for the Prince of Persia movie. We need someone to play a Persian. Get me Jake Gyllenhaal. 9/11 is happening again, and they're going to build a mosque at Ground Zero. And I simply must ask, do you guys remember when that was a controversy? We're going to build a mosque at Ground Zero. We're going to build the mosque at Ground Zero. Okay, so let me explain for everybody who might not remember. And I might be playing a video for you guys. Okay, maybe we go to the browser here. So, I think it was 2010, when I was obviously a baby, that's how old I am. It was a real thing. So, it was a real thing in as much as we cared about it and were very passionate about it. It wasn't real in that it happened or anyone was planning for it to happen. But it was real in terms of, it was an early entry in the emerging field of moderate centrist studies, where you say something that maybe the less charitable would go, that's a bunch of made up bullshit to get people scared and angry. And you go, no. It's emotionally true. That someone wanted to build a mosque on Ground Zero. Now, it turns out that I think what they actually wanted to do was build some kind of community center like a mile away from Ground Zero. But that doesn't make nearly as good of a song. So, Sharia law is very real, and we need to stop it. Now, at the same time, we do need laws based on Christian morality and values. But if we try to do Sharia law, stop it. We got to stop the mosque at Ground Zero. So this was a song. They got freedom of religion. I understand. All right, so this was 14 years ago. Okay, so this would have been, based on my math, 1985, which is weird because 9/11 hadn't happened yet, but there you go. I understand. All right, go back to the beginning, okay? We've got freedom of religion. I understand. Indeed we do. This is Trade Martin, copyright 2010, so I guess it was 2010. What do you got to remember about all this? This is before AI. Someone actually had to sit down and write this and record it. Can you hear that? I'm hearing an echo. Wait. Oh, I know what's going on. Just a second here. I bet I have it playing somewhere and I haven't fully turned off the volume. It's playing somewhere very lightly. Is this here? No, that's not correct. I don't know where the hell that's coming from. We got freedom of religion. I understand. I don't know. It's not important. Can you guys hear it coming? The audio doubling? It's not important. All right, guys. As I was saying, where were you when they built the mosque at Ground Zero?
But Ground Zero is one location where a mosque
Thank you, Scooter.
stand.
Gotta stop the mosque at Ground Zero.
Thumbing its nose at every victim and hero. Thousands of Americans died in the attacks that day. And that's a cold, hard fact. Oh, yeah.
I designate Burlington the war memorial.
Can't let 'em build.
I have no idea who that woman is, but I'm sure at the time, whatever version of me was on radio. YouTube was around. So early YouTube pioneer was like, I will fucking die for you. Fucking carry my children. Fuck you. No mosque in the Ground Zero area. Preserve the dignity of our loved ones killed here on 9/11. Mayor Bloomberg, your shameful silence dishonors the ashes of 3,000 New Yorkers. There's specifically also no Ground Zero mega mosque. They were cooking on this one. I guess you can't really see that because it's behind the comments. This is like that song that Forgiato Blow was on. I just know Forgiato Blow from the song where Target was possessed by the devil. But they're saying here, Mayor Bloomberg, your shameful silence dishonors the ashes of 3,000 New Yorkers. It was 6 million. All right, let's the record state. 6 million people did not die in the Holocaust. They did die, on 9/11. I'm hearing the echo again. It's not important. I don't care. I'm going to keep fucking going. But this is about how Michael Bloomberg refused to get up and do this song in karaoke.
There's a painful memory in our minds.
Let me see something here.
Our hearts keep breaking.
Monitoring's all off. Never mind.
Envision that tragic time. Can't let 'em do it. We gotta stop the mosque at Ground Zero.
And you know what? They didn't build a mosque at Ground Zero, okay? All the videos you made in Windows Movie Editor, did you ever fucking change anything? I didn't think so, okay? U.S. policies were an accessory to the 9/11 crime, Imam Ralph. So to clarify, we don't agree with that? It literally took me a second to be like, oh, they're showing this to be like, look at this terrible thing he said. And I'm like, yeah, definitely. That has no basis in reality. Again, 6 million.
Cordoba means victory of Islam.
What? Who was that poor woman? Why did they have this, I don't know, cleaning lady come in? Also, you can see back in the day, it wasn't as easy to just share memes. We didn't have social media. So you had to just take your handy cam and record someone holding a sign. That was what memes were in 2010 and previously. You printed stuff out, you made a collage, it took longer, and you know what? Hobby Lobby got money from it. So things were better then.
God help us retain the honor and trust. In God we trust. For all the families that have suffered so
You did. Oh, word perfect. It's a different time. I don't know anything about that, but I read that in a history book. Who's this guy? Leave him out of this. I like when he goes, oh yeah! I like in songs when people just have to fill space. The best one is in the Kiss song Lick It Up when he goes, lick it up, oh, it's only right now. And you just go like, wait, what? It's only right now? Yeah, licking it up is only right now. Later, it's not going to be right. It has to be right now. Received 100 messages at the Restream chat. You're goddamn right we have.
You kidding me? 3,000 people died a block and a half away. Are you serious?
Are you serious? He had just never. This has, by the way, 263,000 views. from 14 years ago. Also, this guy, it sounds like he just didn't know 9/11 happened. Wait, 3,000 people died? Are you serious?
Kidding me? 3,000 people died a block and a half away. Are you serious?
3,000 people died? What? What happened? No, I've been living in Boston for the past several years. I just came back. I don't watch news. No.
Innocent Americans were killed. If we let them build it, can't you see? They'll turn 9/11 to a mockery. We got.
If they build it, don't you see? They'll turn 9/11 to a mockery. Honestly, decent voice this guy has. There is a, famously, no one has, if you ever mock 9/11, if you ever tell a joke about 9/11, you're going down faster than all of the victims of 9/11.
Stop the mosque at ground zero. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. We'll watch that in a little bit. It was called Freedom, and Michael Flynn sang on it. We got to finish this video, then this whole bit, then I'll react to some stuff on the internet, and we'll watch it.
Making fools of us. Thousands of Americans died in the attack. It's a slap in the face, and there's no doubt about it.
I don't think that rhymes. You gotta stop that mosque at ground zero, guys.
I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you, hears you, hears you, hears you, hears you.
Film copyright 2010 Island Metro Productions, all rights reserved. This keeps... That's really annoying. That's maddening. That is true. Who are those people? They just keep showing a conference. So 6 years ago, what's the most recent video? Here's this guy is the official Trade Martin channel. I don't know what I'm being played right now, but I don't care. He is still making stuff. Look at this. Founding Fathers, RCA Victor vocalist, Trade Martin. Okay, what's his Amazon page? What can you purchase from this man? Trade Martin has a tribute to B.B. King. Oh, hell yes. And is he somehow involved in these pandemic medical thrillers? All right. We love it, guys. We love it, and we're having fun, and we are fun. So it's good times. Let's go back. So as I was saying, and actually I need to, every time we leave, it makes me do the whole thing again. This was a bad idea. I could fix that, but I didn't. So as I was saying, 9/11 is happening again. They're going to build the mosque at ground zero. It's time for Trade Martin to re-release that song. You guys hearing the echo now? I'm hearing it. I don't know if it's coming through or not. It might be like coming through my computer, but not anything else. God damn it. God damn it. I got things to talk about, and I'm being sidetracked. I heard it this time. What is the fuck is going on here? Okay, let me close things. Let me just close random things and see what the fuck is going on. I think I'm watching the stream somewhere, and it's being stupid, and some are saying gay. Is it done now? Yes, I just had to close that out. Now there's no more echo. I have won. I have defeated the very faint echo. Let me pull that back up again because I was watching it on another tab, and quite frankly, I could use the viewers, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to not. Oh, thank God we're back. All right. Let me see where we're at viewer-wise right now. I'm talking about very important stuff. And, you know, I feel it's being wasted on you loser dorks. I've never done anything like an echo on this show. Can you even imagine if this was not a professionally produced show with flawless audio and video? The final thing Zohran Mamdani will do to destroy New York City, the greatest city on earth, go Mets, is, of course, he's going to fuck your wife. Zohran Mamdani is coming to your house. I don't care where you live. I don't give a shit. Are you staying on the military base in Antarctica? God, look at how this fucking sweat's coming. Oh, my Christ. This is true. This is James Cameron calls me up and gone, Steve, do you have any advice on how to produce the next Avatar movie, given how flawless you're doing? And I said, Steve, Zohran is going to fuck your wife. You need to rescue her. Rescue her! So that's how Zohran Mamdani is going to destroy the beautiful city of New York. Would you all agree that's true? I only see shadows of the outside. Who cares? You don't need anything else, all right? You're in a cave. You're seeing shadows. You don't need to go see what else is happening. The shadows are fine. It's fine. All right, guys, I'm going to go pee. Then I'm going to come back and react to some very fun YouTube videos. We'll talk about them or react to them. So put in the comments anything you'd like to see me react to. And if I feel like it, I'll react to it. If I don't feel like it, I'll react to whatever the fuck I want. Because it's my goddamn show. Terminal mode. I know terminal mode. I mean, I know him a little bit. I was going to do a show, and then I was, like, busy, and I didn't do it. I feel kind of bad about that. I should reach out to him again and do that. How am I only number 2, even though I comment? Does it say number 2? I don't know. I don't know how. I literally don't know how any of this works, by the way. If I go to YouTube, I think it'll show me something. All right, so let's go to youtube.com. Gotta stop the mouse because I closed the browser, as I was saying. No, wait, why is this not working? Why does nothing ever work? God damn it. God damn you. It's not working. The stupid thing was making too much noise, and now it's not working at all. No, Dougie, you're from the mid. You guys talk amongst yourselves, okay? There's me on Discord. But the YouTube is not popping up. Okay. We see what to go wrong here. Is it here or no? So that's up there. But, oh, wait. What the hell is going on? Okay, there's YouTube. All right, so YouTube is just right there. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, as I was saying. Ride bareback down my dirt road, Hank Hill higher. We watched this video on stream a little while back, and now it continues. I don't know who Sierra the rapper is, but goddamn, does she have some good social media presence. This is a chick with big-ass tits shredding, so maybe we'll watch a second of that. I don't even know if she has big-ass tits. It might just be a push-up bra, and if that's the case, I'm storming the fucking Capitol, okay? It's real. That's true. Listen, I don't know if her boobs are fake. There is a non-zero chance that it's just an AI video. You know what's going to be real? Me jacking off to it. What was I looking up on here again? Why did I go here? Why did I go to YouTube again? Oh, yeah, to look at my own videos. Okay. So I was going to see what it tells me in terms of who is a number 1, baby. So go to content. We go to live. Friday live stream, baby. And listen, before we do got to do a little Steveception. Maybe the funniest. Maybe the funnest part. Funniest and funnest. Okay, no, I paused it. Friday live stream. Go ahead a little bit. Before we do got to do a little Steveception. We simply must. Maybe the funniest. Maybe the funnest part. Funniest and funnest. I do think it is the best. I paused it. What's jacking off? It's dude jacking on, but in reverse. We simply must. Maybe the funniest. Maybe the funnest part. Funniest. Look at my fucking sweat. I do think it is the best. It would be funny if I did this Steveception throughout the entire thing and just you saw as the me's go back forward, just my sweat goes even. It would be funny if I did this Steveception throughout the entire thing and just you saw as the me's go back forward, just my sweat goes even. The big thing is that there's not enough of me in the world. When are you going to do a show with Mr. Brown? I'd love to do a show. First off, I have called in to Mr. I'm presuming you're talking Ryan Murphy Brown. I did call into his show and we talked, and he did hang up on me. Because he's commented on the internet that he likes my stuff before, but I think he just kind of said that to be polite. Because I called in thinking he knew who I was, and he clearly doesn't. So, and which is understandable. But I'd love to talk to him anytime he would have me. Okay? I emailed him. He never responded. So get on his ass. Tell him to have me on the show. I'd love to go on his show. I have a soundboard too. It's not as good as his, but I've got some. It's a good one.
You want a hot body, like a small body. You want a Bugatti, you want a Maserati. You better work, bitch. You want a money, sit in my cheese, look hot in a bikini. You better work, bitch. You wanna live fancy, live in a big dash. Have big friends. You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. You better work, bitch.
I was getting all the sound from it. Okay, guys. All right, so let's go look at the comments section now for this video. Well, tell me who's number 1 and who's number 2 on the comments. Number 3 is Scooter now. Okay, Scooter I just got is now number 3. This is the part of the show. If anyone's on mushrooms, they are fucked. So Scooter's number 3. Isaac is now number 2. I don't know how this is determined to be. I don't think Isaac comments that much, which is a reflection on his character, and he should be fucking ashamed. I don't see Quackalit on here, but presumably he's still number 1. So I don't know how any of this works, as a matter of fact, but I am glad that we're having fun. Who the fuck is Isaac? Listen, I love you, Isaac. Don't ever leave. Boom. What are you trying to fucking say? Oh, A number 1. Okay. It is the woke liberal YouTube monitors deranking me and then eventually detransitioning you. Okay, which is bad. You should be number 1. I'd rank you as no, but now it says Scooter's number 1 over here. Look at this. Look at this. It just changed. Now Scooter's number 1 over on YouTube. What the hell, guys? I don't know. I don't know how any of this works, man. Lamp has a little wrench next to her thing. I think that means that she's in charge of something. At some point, I put her in charge of some shit. I don't know what. I don't care. And the secular humanist YouTube lawyers, get your shit together, okay? All right, guys. I am going to go pee. I'll be right back. We'll react to a YouTube video. So sound off in the comments what video you'd like me to react to. I might do it. I might not. I do whatever the fuck I want, okay? I'm in charge here. See you soon. ladies and gentlemen. All I'm going to say to I Am Dougie Jones, who the fuck is Moshe? Okay? Well, dang, now Moshe's streaming. There is no YouTube but this. This is the only entertainment value you have. They did not make a Superman movie. You go to the theater, it's just this live stream. I could see that I Am Dougie Jones, and it fucking hurt my goddamn feelings. Hurt my goddamn feelings. All right, what do we got? We got a video that someone put in the comments here. Let's watch this here. Okay. Oh, here's the Forgiato blow. Now, we love Forgiato up in here, okay? He has tattoos. He has a grill. He knows a lot about politics. And he was protesting Target because they had like I forget exactly what it was. They had tuck-friendly bathing suits if your child's penis was too giant. For not just if they were trans, just if they were bumming everyone out around them. Oh, they took freedom down from being trolled? Bullshit. Okay, General Flynn. Let's see what he's got going on here. Sound off, General. Oh, no, it's been playing the whole time. And I turn. No, play. Play!
The time is now. The time is now to recognize our obligation that we have to the world.
Thank you, Lamp. I'll get to that next. Unless it's dumb.
Unwavering integrity.
Now, who was General Flynn again? He was the guy who, like, was pro-Trump. Trump appointed him. I forget. I'm sure I made a video pointing out accurately that I would give my life for him, and I love him, and I'm a moderate centrist, but I will kiss him and hold him as he goes to bed. I don't remember who he is right now, but, you know, it's important. Oh, yeah, he's the guy when they asked if he believes in the peaceful transfer of power, he pled the fifth. That's a good sign. Okay? I believe it's Forgiato. Forgiato blow is what it is. Huge patriot. We love him. General Flynn said, "Do you believe in the peaceful transfer of power?" And he said, maybe. Woo! And then he did an ollie on a skateboard. And everyone goes, fuck, dude, radical.
With Donald Trump in the White House, we will make America great again.
I bleed red, white, and blue. I will die for my patriots. Red, white, and blue. I go.
Here's one thing about the Forgiato blow songs that I do really appreciate. This is 2 minutes and 1 second, and it's probably his longest song. He gets in, he gets the hell out. He's not doing this Bohemian Rhapsody fucking paranoid android shit. Okay? He's not a grifter. Stop. Everyone just throws out that term grifter all the time. Okay? Why do you think people like him and me don't know what they're saying? And again, who is General Flynn? I passionately care about General Flynn, and I will give my life for him to protect this country. Who is he again? What was his deal? Radiohead is canceled because Tom York, someone was like, don't kill Palestinian children. And he was like, I don't know. Anyway, I'm so sad.
War with my patriots. Red, white, and blue. I fight for freedom with my patriots. Red, white, and blue. USA with my patriots. You know I'm praying for.
Now, when he says red, white, and blue, that's just the color of his stool. He has a huge, Monster Energy drink and oft-brand Snickers addiction. So that's how he poops. That is true. Didn't go broke. He's not really talking about General Flynn. He's talking about himself. Unless the song is like first person from General Flynn. But in that case, it's first person from a guy who keeps saying his own name, which is big. How can you be a grifter when your income comes from a verified PayPal account called Victor? That's a great point. Okay? And listen, I asked for questions about Victor, and I got sent a PDF that told me everything about the guy. Okay? He's 6'9" tall. He played for the Ukrainian version of the Knicks, which is just called the N-word. He's a really cool guy. I asked further questions. I was not given answers, but, who gives a shit? In other news, Ukrainian is the enemy of this country. And this guy was Ukrainian, but he, got out and said, I left because country piece of shit and stupid. I left because Zelensky has terrible penis. It smells and has weird shape. Is it small? Yes, it's so fucking tiny, but it's so bad that doesn't even come up in conversations about it.
It's all like I'm General Flynn. He's fighting for our country and patriots love him. He fought in Afghan and Iraq.
Now, a big thing there is he didn't rhyme. General Flynn, you know he's fighting for our country, and patriots love him. Couldn't say fighting for our country and patriots win. Flynn, win. Rhymes. He fought in Afghan. True, that's why we won. We won, and I think it was disgusting. Isaac, no, when I see you, it's on site. I would love if people got in fights off of my comment section. Would be a big fan of that. What was I going to say? Yes, he fought in Afghanistan, and he personally won Afghanistan. And that's why I think it was so rude for Joe Biden when he first got into office to immediately reinvade Afghanistan just so he could surrender. He goes, I want to surrender to the Taliban, Jack. Sounds like a good time for me. Quick, I got to go sniff some hair. Then I'm surrendering to the Taliban. And they go, we're not in the war anymore. General Flynn personally showed up and won the war. Well, I'd send more troops in so they can surrender, Jack. I'm being serious right now. It's no malarkey, Jack. I'm keeping that Joe Biden impression alive. All right. He hasn't been president for, at this point, I think 7 or 8 years. But we need to keep the impression alive because it's a lot of fun. Joe Biden, incredibly underrated impression to do. But damn it, Jack, I'm being serious. No malarkey right now.
Back down, we praying here for better days. And we can't back down, we gotta keep the children safe. He never changed our Trump, that's what Democrats really want. Unapologetic, never tried to pull a PR stunt. Red, white, and blue, General Flynn, red.
What was the PR stunt? The one from Master of Disguise. Turtle, I am turtley. Scooter, you go out and you tell that storm, hey, knock it off, buddy. It's a woke storm. You ever does the storm possibly have dreadlocks? And as it swoops up and goes, oh, hell no, I'm James Bond. I'm fucking James Bond, okay? That's, people don't know that. The next Twister movie, we've had Twister, then we had Twisters, an amazing sequel naming convention that not enough people continue with. Just throw an S at the end of it, okay? Manchester by the Seas, Schindler's Lists. He's got a second one this time. Twisters in the third one, Twister Cubed. And in this one, the tornado is woke, okay? This tornado played by Monique. Oh, hell no! And also, it's going to join their side to fight the bad tornadoes. That's how that's going to work. General Flynn. They're doing a PR stunt, but I like how all of these songs are very of the moment. So someone might say that, a year later, no one knows what the fuck you're talking about and are very confused by it. But that doesn't mean it wasn't incredibly important at the time. I have no idea what the song is in reference to. I'm sure I made a video about it where I said it was the most important thing in the world, and if you in any way waver on it, all of your children will be turned trans. Or if they're already trans, they're going to be turned extra trans. What does that mean? Well, if they had a dick, now they have 2 pussies. Deal with it. That's why he cranks out those 2-minute bangers. You're goddamn right. He cranks them out.
Red, white, and blue, General Flynn. Fight like Flynn, patriots stand for something. Thank you for standing tall and fighting for our country. I bleed red, white, and blue. I would die for my patriots.
So first off, if you have white and blue in your blood, you should go see a doctor. Doc, I bleed red, white, and blue. That's very bad. We need to run a series of tests on you. Secondly, do you think Forgiato Blow was really mad when Kanye turned MAGA? And he was like, that's kind of my fucking lane. Okay, can you?
Red, white, and blue, I go to war with my patriots. Red, white, and blue, I fight for freedom with my patriots.
Also, when he says I go to war with my patriots, it sounds like he's fighting the patriots. Like, I get what he's saying. Like, him and the patriots together go into war. It sounds like he means, I go up and I punch anyone I see with an American flag. I'm at war with you.
Red, white, and blue, USA with my patriots. You know I'm praying for the veterans like General Flynn. Proud American, I love my country, General Flynn. One nation under God.
That's true.
Tall like I'm General Flynn.
Kanye is of a group that someone was like, are you MAGA? And he goes, no, I'm not woke. Okay. Have you heard his new song? And I'm not saying it's a good song or a bad song. I'm saying free speech is important. And he has been rudely misaligned. People are thinking that he's pro-Hitler just because he has a song called Heil Hitler. How do you know what Heil means in German? It's literally impossible to know. Secondly, the run on his album, which he keeps retitling, I think it was originally called Cuck, and then was called like 6,000 million Jews didn't die or something. But there's a 3-track run which starts with something like, why don't I talk to my children? Then the next one is Heil Hitler, and then the third song is Gas Chambers. You're right. Learning any foreign language is woke and gay. Ironically, English is a foreign language because we're not in England right now. So kind of owned ourselves with facts and logic on that one. But in the song Heil Hitler, he's like, they don't let me see my children. So bitch, Heil Hitler. It's like, well, I think that might be why they're not letting you see your children, Mr. West.
The Obama-Clinton duo, they failed our country by defying America's exceptionalism and betraying our nation's history and our founding fathers.
Now here's, because I know what that means, and all my viewers know what that means. What would be a very fun exercise, and maybe you should air on TV, is find the median MAGA voter and have them explain in their own words what they think that means. The Clinton-Obama legacy destroyed America by defying our excellence. Just... Remember that when Kanye West was promoting the album and he comes out and he goes, so my album's coming out on Tuesday. By the way, back in the day, I used to fuck my cousin. When we were both 6, I would rape my cousin. Anyway, so my album will be on streaming. What's that? It won't? Oh, Spotify won't have it? Okay. It'll be on Twitter. Check that out. They don't let me see my kids' gas chambers. Okay, well.
Revolutionary spirit that established America on the principles of freedom and democracy.
That's a great point. Eminem can do it, but Ye cannot. That's a good... How often do you think Nick Fuentes and Milo Yiannopoulos got Kanye to say the N-word just because they thought it was funny? Oh, Kanye, would you say the word? And they're like jacking each other off and going, thank God we're not gay so we can do this now. Nick Fuentes and Milo Yiannopoulos, them doing gay shit is like when you quit smoking and you're just like at a wedding and you're drunk and you're like, well, I stopped smoking so I can smoke now. Like I don't smoke anymore, so it's okay if I smoke. Like that's how that works, you know? That's them doing gay shit. Speedo or Sneeko. Sneeko, who has converted, I don't know much about Sneeko. I am very young. It's not that I'm too old to know who these streamers are. But I do like that he has converted to Islam, you know, which is the logical conclusion for all of this. I think there is a pretty good chance we will say Charlie Kirk say inshallah. We'll hear that. Hi, Steve. Hi, Duke Vulture. Thanks for joining us. Sneeko is the Christian kind of Islamist. I'm having an okay Friday night. I'm kind of hot, kind of boiling. It's super hot here in Columbuston, Ohio right now. God damn it. And it's always hot. We do have an always burning asbestos fire. Okay, so there. I worked on a Sneeko video. I photoshopped a picture of him fucking a Roomba. That sentence makes sense. I have no notes. Does anyone else smell toast? Okay, so what's the deal? You worked on the Sneeko video. Okay. He doesn't have, like, production assistants, does he? Doesn't he, like... He just does what I'm doing right now. He does less, because he doesn't set up a green screen. He just sits in front and is like, yo, you ever think this is dope? I can't even do an impression. I don't know what he fucking talks about. I have no idea. Oh, not a video for him, a video about him. Oh, because it says photoshopped. For some reason, in my head, I read that photo bombed. Very you photobombing a picture of him fucking a Roomba. He's just going, huh? And you're in the background just going, ah! Yes, I did see that video where he was live streaming. Kanye West is in the back being like, yes, I think the new album's pretty good. Anyway, I like watching people fuck my wife. That's very hot for me. Did I tell you I molested my cousin? Every few minutes, Kanye. Every few minutes you talk about that, okay? Okay, so that's kind of the end of the General Flynn video. All right, a hot second ago, Lamp posted something. Let's see what we got going on here that Lamp posted. Is this just playing the goddamn, oh, this is, okay, so this is, I thought this was Hank Hill does Creed, One Last Breath. This is just Creed, One Last Breath. Oh, what's this over here? What are we live streaming right here?
Cornered animal. Like,
okay, who's this guy?
Blinking SOS.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dr. Drew is on the show. Cool. Don't know him.
Yeah, am I the only person in America, though, that doesn't care about this story? I hate this story.
It feels a bit Reddit at this point.
It feels. It's exactly what it feels.
What
like
are they talking about Epstein?
Who cares? We'll
talk
it out,
about that.
Not figure it out. We're going to find out when we find out.
I think it's pretty important if all of your governments and your...
Okay, I was not ready for a British guy who looks like that to come on screen. I wasn't fucking ready. Wearing that suit that clearly is his father who is disappointed in him suit. Dan Bongino's a guy who's making fun of my name, and it's not okay that he does that.
Academia and your media and that is run by a paedophile ring. I think that's pretty important.
Probably
Yep.
with your government too.
I don't know who that guy is, but he seems to be stealing my bit, and I don't like that he's... Oh, no, I know him. He's in my favorite band, Timcast. I didn't know he does politics stuff. That's wild.
Unbelievably so. Yeah.
But embedded in that is the presumption that they have a reason to keep this stuff quiet. You floated the theory about getting the bill through.
Yeah.
There's other international relations theories. And, many,
Epstein
many
did kill
theories out there
himself, yeah.
Why
Saudi
they feel
princes.
the need to keep it would not
Assad.
be trivial, right? Why they kept it, why they have to keep it quiet. So keep it quiet.
That British guy's head is just fucking wrong. It's so wrong for his body. We need to fix something in him.
You can tell us and then tell us.
But I think if it's so seismic that they are keeping...
Yeah, sure. That is Dr. Drew, who famously would do Loveline with Adam Carolla, and someone would call in, and they would be the stupidest person you've ever fucking met. And Adam Carolla, someone would call in, and they'd go, "Hey, so I'm doing Carolla." No, someone would call in, and they'd go, "So the other day I was like jacking off, and I like fucking cum. What is that bad?" "The other day I touched my penis. It felt good briefly. Was that a good thing or a bad thing?" And then Adam Carolla would be like, "All right, and so when I was a contractor, we would get out a ruler and we'd measure it because it was all math." And then Dr. Drew would go, "I can tell by your voice you were molested." And that would be every episode of Loveline. So no more of this. I don't know who this man is. I don't like this man. I don't respect this man. We got to find out here's the video that Lamp posted. Okay, this first. Okay, what is going on here? Laura Trump, and listen, we all know who she is. Okay, so somebody who's not me maybe is Googling Laura Trump right now. Which one is she? Laura Trump is an American politician. It'd be funny as if she was in no way related to Donald Trump. She's married to Eric Trump, so she's not even blood. She's not even Trump blood. Reject. Okay, here's Lamp with a long comment, but I'm going to read it all. "I remember one time a girl called into Loveline, and she was like, 'I've always been attracted to girls. I started looking at porn when I was really young because I found it in my parents' bedroom, and I just knew I liked girls. But now as an adult, every time I have sex with girls, I feel terrible because my parents don't want to be gay.'" And he's like, "Well, you're gay because you looked at porn." That does sound like a very Dr. Drew thing. Adam Carolla would be like, "So when I was a contractor, we had to get a miter saw. In a lot of ways, being gay is the miter saw of sexualities." And then Dr. Drew would say, have you ever tried not being gay? I think you watch porn and that's why you're gay. So Laura Trump is married to Eric Trump, not blood. She is the producer and host of Trump Productions' Real News Update. Thank God they established it's real. I was so worried. She's the host of Trump Productions' Real News Update and a producer of Inside Edition. She was born in 1982. Can you imagine being that old? Dear God. Married to Eric Trump, who is easily, and I mean no offense, I love them all, but easily the most Down syndrome looking Trump child. Okay? They all look like they have some kind of, genetic abnormality. She is disgustingly old. Okay? Disgusting. But let's hear her voice. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Trump, Hero, which I am hoping is a cover of Enrique Iglesias' Hero. Okay, it's for the firefighters. What if in the middle of the song she sings like, "This is for all the firefighters who didn't die on 9/11. The ones who died are fucking losers. I don't celebrate them." Okay. Can I play music for me? Why is this not playing music right now? What's going on? You guys not hearing the sound? I'm not hearing the sound right now. Let's see if something else is working.
Keeping it quiet for
That's
strategic
working.
reasons.
Okay, let's go back to this. Family tradition. Is there supposed to be no sound in this? Let me restart it. We need to get all the beautiful music out of this. Okay, we'll watch this again. By the way, the Eugene Fire Department, they tried to get New York, and they were like, "That's going to be a fee." And they go, "I will not be filling out any paperwork." Okay, so maybe this is supposed to be silent? Am I supposed to be getting something out of this right here? What the fuck is happening? Why is this not making any goddamn... Oh, I hate everything and everyone. This is a what the what situation. If you like the song, subscribe to Block. I'm a janitor in the building where the deaf choir rehearses, but this is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. All right, let's look it up. Lara Trump Hero. Good for her on having a singing career. I'm sure she earned it. Lara Trump Hero. Okay, here's the song. Okay, there we go. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, yeah. Well, then why post the video? Who is this poor woman who... just take a second and appreciate... This is the most Real Housewives-esque looking shit I have ever seen in my goddamn life. This woman, so amazingly confident. Wild stuff. This woman right here... Yeah, I do need to see the music video, right? I need to actually watch her music video. It's not on Blux, okay? What's going on? Laura Trump's Hero. Here's a little short. Laura Trump prepares for election with music video. Maybe it's not going to let me watch the video. But look at this. Look at how awkward this 16-year-old girl, how zanned out this poor woman is. I also like that the video showed her playing piano. Trump has never had sex with his daughter-in-law, but if he did, it would be awesome. I think he has, yeah.
Just to save another life. No, this can't be a job.
Honestly, not a bad singer. Honestly, maybe the most talented Trump child. I'm thinking. I have never heard Ivanka's rock opera. I guess Blux is like Great Value Vimeo, something like that, yeah.
You're risking yours for someone you don't even know.
So just imagine the music video happening. Just like, I don't know what happens, maybe like, you know, fire trucks are going. We see a black teenager being arrested for having an ounce of weed by the fire department for some reason. They're the ones doing the arresting. Who would have hated that? Oh, it's a music label for women? Well, it shouldn't be illegal then. We need to make that illegal. It's not that bad. I've heard way worse fucking songs. Other people are like, oh, this sucks. Nah, I've heard way worse. Comments are turned off, which is some real cowardly bullshit to turn off the comments on this. I want to be a ninja Murphy bed. I don't know what that's referring to. This is just a song about her honeymoon. She has her full album here. All right, let's look at Laura Trump music video. I gotta see this music video. I Won't Back Down. Oh, absolutely hell yes. Colors Don't Run. I Won't Back Down. Laura Trump sings cover song on Sky News Australia. Why am I unaware of this woman? Why is this not being put in front of me every day?
Now, Lara, I cannot let you go without bringing up something I saw on your social media this week, and that was...
I never think Australian accents are correct. I always think they're made up. I think people are just fucking with me. No one actually speaks like that.
A release of a single that you have apparently recorded. Is this fake news or is this real?
You are so nice. Let me just...
It is truly. It's an English accent. It's like an English accent if that was a piece of paper that's been copied a couple times and you're on like the 7th copy and you can't quite make shit out. What is going on? You know what ice guy, hi? I hate you fucking song. Australia is the stupidest country in the world. I am willing to say that. If you just did like IQ points, easily the stupidest country of all time.
Start by saying that I am not a professional singer. I'm not seeking this as a career. I have always loved music.
That's very cute of her to go like, I'm not seeking this as a career. If I'm the musical guest on SNL next season, I'm not going to like turn it down.
I've played the piano my whole life and I got an opportunity to record a cover of an incredible song, Tom Petty's I Won't Back Down.
So it is Tom Petty's I Won't Back Down, a song about a rapist. I can't say that word. That word's bad. I watch videos and it gets bleeped. That's how I learn what videos I shouldn't say on YouTube. Watching other people's videos and being like, oh, that's not good. Dorian dudes. Most of Dorian dudes. Okay, so I Won't Back Down. Let's hear this. Oh, no, this is a live performance. We got to watch this live performance. Why is this hashtag Ukraine Russia? God, we simply must acknowledge the level of talent that Donald Trump and everyone he has cummed, and then people that they have cummed with, all the talent they have. Because you might not see that in that video. Donald Trump playing drums. He's the one. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. We got to talk about it, okay? I don't want to, but everyone's asking me to speak about it. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people out there saying Donald Trump is implicated in the Epstein files. There's all this talk about how Donald J. Trump, the current president, I'm a moderate centrist on him. He is the only hope for the white race. If we don't keep him in power, we're all going to die screaming while our children go, oh, look, my butthole's a pussy now. He's our only hope, ladies and gentlemen. So there's talk that he's implicated in the Epstein files. Like, those are even words. Like, words are even real, or they matter. I didn't want to address it because I don't like getting into petty drama. Okay? I don't like talking about that. We talk about ideas here, high-level ideas. So I don't want to get into it. But I hear you screaming, Steve, talk about the Epstein files. First off, stop making that voice. It's not cute. Cut it out. Secondly, fine. Fine, you win. We're going to talk about it. In a little bit, I'm, of course, calling. Here's 10 things you should be worrying about instead of the Epstein files. You're so worried. Like, who even cares? It's not even real. Who gives a shit? Okay? And sure, there might be some videos of me a couple years ago saying it was the most important thing in the world, and if anyone ever tells you not to worry about it, they're a government CIA plant. But yeah, that was the old me. New year, new me. And now I'm focusing on things that matter. Okay? There's no proof that Donald Trump was on the Epstein files, which aren't real, and again, are Hunter Biden's fault. Okay? Why are we still talking about Epstein? We're not. Here's 10 things you should be worrying about instead of the Epstein files. Let it go, liberals. 10 things you should be worrying about. First off, your daughter's been getting real mouthy lately. Okay? You're like, hey, honey, want to get dinner? And she goes, I want to get dinner with you. And you're like, you're my beautiful girl. I raised you. And I said if anyone ever tried to kiss you, I'd fuck them to death. And that's normal. And now you're talking back to me. Bullshit. All right? You should be worrying about that. Maybe your own family is more important than if Donald Trump fucked a child. Or alternatively, if Donald Trump was afraid of germs and couldn't get his dick hard, so he said, hey, kid, come over here. I'll give you $100. I'll tell you, it's great stuff. I'll give you $100. You got to tell everyone we had great sex. I had a lot of sex with a child. A lot of sex with a child. What if? I don't know. Who knows and who cares? Worry about your family. You know that guy Ted from work? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, right? Yeah. He's been talking mad shit about you. While you're like, hey, wait, is Donald Trump implicated? Ted's like, you know this guy over here? I think they pay him too much. The other day, he went in the bathroom. He came out. I went in afterwards. The sloppiest shit I have ever heard in my fucking life. Heard, smelled, even saw it. And it wasn't like it was on the walls. It was so potent, I could smell the particle. I could see them in the air. That's how bad of a shit he took. I'm Ted. So you should be worrying about that more than Epstein, okay? All right, another thing you should worry about. Subway sandwiches cost like $9 now, okay? Any $9 foot long doesn't flow like that. And I think we can all agree. Sound off in the comments you agree with me. If it gets the sandwiches down to $5 again, if it gets the sandwiches down to $5 again, Jared gets to do whatever he wants. If you can get me a $5 foot long sandwich, guess what? You're teaching kindergarten now, buddy. And you need to be worried about that more than some supposed files about some supposed plane and some supposed island that's probably not real. Yeah, worry about that. You go to Subway now, and it's like, it is the teacher's fault. You're goddamn right. The teachers union demanded that the sandwiches cost more, And now they give you nachos that are a foot long. And you're like, what the fuck does that mean? And they're like, it's just like normal nachos, but we like spread them out like lengthwise instead of just giving you them in a tray, you know? And be honest, dudes, we don't know. We're fucked. We're done. Everyone be on their damn phone all day now, and also no one wants to have sex with you. That's what you should be worried about, okay? Don't worry about who some of your favorites, like Donald Trump and not him and every Democrat, instead of worrying about them, okay, worry about the fact that no one wants to see you naked. It's disgusting, okay? They use that at hospitals to get people to vomit after they've eaten poison. All girls be doing is eating hot chip, being on their damn phone, charging their damn phone, and lie, okay? Lying about how much the Subway footlong costs. Bitches just be like, you can get a sandwich for $4.99. They brought it down. And I didn't say the race of the person I was doing. It was actually Jewish. So actually you're racist for thinking that was. Joe Biden continues importing the third world, and we already invented Taco Bell, so we don't really need them anymore. Listen, was I hungry when putting together this slideshow? Okay? Ooh, drinking Pepsi from the hose. That's a lot of people don't remember that. Prior to 1993, there was no water in any houses. The hoses just sprayed Pepsi Cola. And then for a while, and they do this every summer, it was in fact wild cherry Pepsi. Let me tell you something. We had a problem with hornets. Everything was sticky. Listen, Joe Biden continues importing the third world just because he hates you. Hey, Jose, Antonio, I'm being serious. Come in the country right now. We'll give everything you want right here. Come on in. We'll hook you up. What's that? You want to start a taqueria? You don't need to. They got nacho fries. Hey, Subway's trying to compete. Their only idea was to make the nachos lengthwise. They ain't got shit. Nacho fries are amazing. It's really, what the hell? What Oppenheimer created these things? The guy who created nacho fries just walks into a bathroom after someone who had eaten nacho fries used them, and he goes, I've become death, destroyer of worlds. So yeah, we don't need these disgusting immigrants who I have nothing but respect for, okay? I respect everybody. I'm not racist. They are poisoning the blood of this country, and we need to, think about that. On the latest episode of Sesame Street, Big Bird threatened to murder all straight white men on sight. I'd be concerned about that if I were you. I don't like what they're teaching our children. And that's why I'm glad they have removed all funding for PBS. And I'm mad they've removed it all from NPR because, God damn it, how are the Click and Clack, the Tappet brothers on Car Talk going to pay for all the paternity suits they're currently in? They fucked a lot. People don't know that. Click and Clack got it wet. 187 Car Talk, you're on Car Talk. Hey, you want to come over here and fucking suck my dick, bitch? Car Talk was like Loveline, but for cars. People call and be like, I put gas in my car and I press pedal on car go. Is that good? Then Click Clack would be like, yeah, so you were molested. Okay? One of the Car Talk guys is still alive and bisexual. People don't know that. I'll move this a little bit. Bring it back. Okay. There hasn't been a good new meme format in forever, dude. It's been like 6 months. The last good one we got was the I'm just a chill guy meme, where it's like, just the guy who looks like Arthur, but he isn't. He's like the whatever Kazakhstan fucking non-copyright Arthur cartoon. It's going like, I'm just a chill guy, man. I'm just cool. We haven't had a good new meme format in forever, okay? Who gives a shit if every single elected official is a pedophile? That's not like important. We should definitely make Car Talk memes. I want to see Car Talk memes up the goddamn wazoo, okay? I just want to see a meme of the Car Talk guys, and up top it says, 187 Car Talk, welcome to Car Talk. And at the bottom it says, you want to come suck our dick, you fucking dumb bitch? That's the meme. The last good meme was that dead deer one Elon Musk awkwardly made PewDiePie look at. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. That would have been a long time ago, because I think PewDiePie killed himself in like 2014, right? Didn't that happen? So I'm not sure. There hasn't been a good meme format in a while, and that's a fucking issue, guys. Okay? And you need to be more worried about that than you are about any pedophile anywhere who's not a Democrat. Your balls currently hurt. At this exact moment, your balls hurt. Why are you worried about the Lolita Express when your balls hurt? I think it makes sense. I don't know. I think it makes perfect sense. AI is going to take your job, guys. That's what you should be worried about. Okay? Why do they hurt? That's for you to figure out. Figuring out why your balls hurt is one of life's great pleasures. I wouldn't dream of stealing that from you. That being said, you sat on them. So that's why, sorry to steal that from you, but yeah, you sat on them. So that's kind of the reason. Yeah, that's the thing that the women will never understand. Guys, who's with me on this one? And maybe it's time for the comedy club, all right? Bop. Seinfeld play in. We're having fun. Ladies, the ladies don't know, but guys, who out there be touching they balls? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Who out there be touching they damn balls, man? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I think we can all agree Bill Cosby didn't do shit. He is innocent. God damn it. All right. Buy my merch. Bye, everybody. Oh, since I left, I got to go back through. Oh, no, it's back. Oh, it stays right here. Okay. If I can have my hand down my pants, I will do it. That's truly a great pleasure. You're just sitting there. You're watching Lara Trump's music video. You're not worried about anything, okay? Maybe every now and then you think, oh, AI might take my job. That's the kind of thing you should be concerned about. Not about the supposed Epstein files. No, you need to be terrified of the fact that an AI robot is going to take your job. Unless you manage a Shoney's in a mid-level market. That's the only job AI can't do for some reason. People don't figure they can do everything else. AI is delivering babies. It's delivering sandwiches. Doing a number of non-delivery jobs as well. But give it a Shoney's in like Wichita, it catches on fire. No one knows. And the final thing you should be worried about, ladies and gentlemen, the final thing you should be worried about instead of the Epstein files, which of course are no big deal and don't exist and also Joe Biden's fault, is of course, drum roll, the one thing you should be worried about instead of the Epstein files is of course, Zohran Mamdani's coming to fuck your wife. He's going to do it. He cannot be stopped. He is making a beeline to, I think, Toronto, Canada, is where most of my viewers are. Beep, beep, beep. All right, guys. We did it. We had a live stream today. Let's have a round of applause for ourselves. I'm not taking calls. I don't give a shit about you people. I don't fucking care. All of you people are fucking scum to me. You're disgusting. I hate you. Never stop watching. Please, watch everything. Watch everything. You're gardening. I forget you live in Portland, Oregon, where right now I think it's Thursday. That's how time zones work. Do gardening, man. It's too hot to garden. But I like, this show is best watched outside. If you're watching this inside, is May Day? What the fuck are you talking about? Isn't that May 1st? Isn't it like a bank holiday that celebrated the day we invented slavery? It's the reverse Juneteenth. We're celebrating the day we finally figured out how to save so much money. That's May Day. I'm done talking to you people. I don't care. I love you and isn't Almond Gardner. I pull out weeds. That's a song by, what's her name? Courtney Burnett. I love you all. I'm just kidding. I got new videos. No, I've been gone for a little bit. I've been busy, man. Summer's fucking busy. You're right, Zohran is. If you go outside for even a second, Zohran fucks your wife. You need to stay inside, put your wife in a cage, get a gun. Do not give her a gun, all right? You might be thinking, I'll give her a gun. It will backfire. Do not give her a gun. All right, guys, really running out of steam here. I'm done. But thank you all so much. I have a great summer. I'm having a good summer, and I know I like doing the videos for you guys. I haven't done as many of them recently as I would like to. So I will be doing more content for your beautiful asses. Hit me up down there. I'm on the TikTok. I'm on the Instagram. I'm on x.com. A website's always been called that. I'm on Patreon. If you're not giving me $5 a month, you are missing out on a video most weeks. Most of the time, I do what I'm paid to do. The majority. would say bare minimum 70%. Oh, I got to get better at it. But, you know, everything's hot outside, and I'm drunk most of the time. All right, guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I love you.